To write an effective resume, you have to learn how to write powerful but subtle advertisement copy. Not only that, but you must sell a product in which you have a large personal investment, which is you. Given the fact that most of us do not think in a marketing oriented way naturally, you are probably not looking forward to selling anything, let alone yourself. But if you want to increase your job hunting effectiveness as much as possible, you would be wise to learn to write a spectacular resume. You do not need to hard sell or make any claims that are not absolutely true. You just need to get over your modesty and unwillingness to toot your own horn. People more often buy the best advertised product than the best product. That is good news if you are willing to learn to create an excellent resume. With a little extra effort, you will usually get a better response from prospective employers than people with better credentials. So now let's discuss the 9-point strategy of resume writing plan. First, focus on the employer's need, not yours. Imagine that you are the person doing the hiring. This person is not someone anonymous paper pusher deep in the bowels of the personnel department. Usually, the person who makes the hiring decision is also the person who is responsible for the bottom line productivity of the project or group you hope to join. This is a person who cares deeply how well the job will be done. You need to write your resume to appeal directly to them. Ask yourself, what would make someone the perfect candidate? What does the employer really want? What special abilities would this person have? What would set a truly exceptional candidate apart from a merely good one? If you are seeking a job in a field you know well, you probably already know what would make someone a superior candidate. If you are not sure, you can gather information by asking people who work in the same company or the same field. You could even call the prospective employer and ask them what they want. Don't make wild guesses unless you have to. It is very important to do these steps well. If you are not addressing their real needs, they will not respond to your resume. Putting yourself in the moccasins of the person doing the hiring is the first and most important step in writing a resume that markets you rather than describes your history. Every step in producing a finished document should be part of your overall intention to convey to the prospective employer that you are truly exceptional candidate. Focus on your writing efforts. Get clear what the employer is looking for and what you have to offer before you begin your resume. Write your answers to the above mentioned questions. Write your answers for the questions. What would make someone the perfect candidate? Write your answers on a notebook. One answer per page. Prioritize the sheet of paper based on which qualities or abilities you think would be most important to the person doing the hiring. Then, starting with the top priority page, fill the rest of that page, or as much of it as you can, with brainstorming about why you are the person who best fulfills the employer's need. Write down everything you have ever done that demonstrates that you fit perfectly with what is wanted and needed by the prospective employer. The whole idea is to loosen up your thinking enough so that you will be able to see some new connections between what you have done and what the employer is looking for. You need not confine yourself to work-related accomplishments. Use your entire life as the palette to paint with. If Sunday school or your former gang are the only places you have had a chance to demonstrate your special gift for teaching and leadership, fine. The point is to cover all possible ways to thinking about and communicating what you do well. What are the talents you bring to the marketplace? Everyone is unique in their talent, and it's you who needs to decide which of your talent fits best to the prospective employer's needs. Once you have successfully figured that out, you will be in a position to work around that talent to make an attractive advertisement copy for yourself. What do you have to offer to the prospective employer? Your employer doesn't care about what you know. In fact, what you know has little relevance to your employer. It's what you can do with what you know that really counts. Nothing else matters. But this is where the majority of the people go wrong. Just because you have specialized knowledge doesn't mean you should be employed. You might think having a certain degree, qualifications, or number of years of experience is sufficient enough to get you the job. Others believe the severity of their need will lead to someone taking pity on them and giving them a job. This, again, is one main reason why people have a hard time getting a job. In the midst of all these ideas about why they need a job seekers omit the specific reasons they are valuable to prospective employers and what they can offer to the employer. Be creative in your resume. If you are making a career change or are a young person and new to the job market, you are going to have to specially be creative in getting across what makes you stand out. These brainstorming pages will be the raw material from which you craft your resume. If you are not a designer and don't have time to spend on formatting, the fastest way to a good-looking resume may be through a template. You will find some decent free resume templates throughout Microsoft Word. A quick search will lead you to a wealth of options. Decide the resume format best suited for the job of your interest. One important part of the planning process is to decide which resume format fits your needs best. Don't automatically assume that a traditional format will work best for you. More about then later. We will discuss it in detail in our resume format section.